one of the things that I did not go through in the prior video was we also include in our indented bill of materials resources information. And then we can also have a resource lookup to see where we are using a particular resource. In this case, we're looking for the resource called technician. And it comes back and it tells us that it's in B100 manufactured part and B100C. So if we drill to one of these two, we could see the resource there. This is particularly important if you had to go in and, for instance, change from, let's say that you were doing manual welding in your plant and you wanted to change all of the manual welding steps to automated welders. So that would give you access to all of the places that you would have to go in and make the change. Okay, with that in mind, let's go through and look at the approval process. Okay, so first of all, this is a part that is awaiting an approval process, and I can tell that because I made it red. Okay, and to do that, I basically have set a BOM needs approval flag. In this case, I use flag 64, and that gives us the option to be able to do that. Let's go from there to the bill of materials. And if I bring up the same part, okay, again, here it also shows up as red. And if we look at the bill of materials reports button, we've got an approval process that is being done. So let's click on that. And it goes to the B100 part and flips that flag and completes it. Let me go through what else it does. So now we're not showing as red anymore. Any one of these components, if they had been a non-parent item, would have also been switched automatically. So if you have components and you're approving the parent, all of the components that are not parents themselves would also be approved. So that'd be like all your raw materials that are associated with this. Because if you're approving the top level of the assembly and you have components, they should be automatically done. Okay, so in the business partner master, we have an engineering revision lookup. Now, what is that trying to do? If I go back to my inventory in the item master and look at B-100, and if I go to the production data, I've added from a user-defined field, I've added this field, and I put an engineering revision on here. The advantage of doing this is that at some point in time, I have sold this product, and I sold it at a certain revision level when I sold it. So I want to take this revision and include it in the selling of it. And then I want to be able to go in the future and look up and say, what revision was it when I sold it? Okay, so let's look up a customer. And Mascidon. And let's look at for engineering revision. And I'm going to look for, so here's your customer. They've called you up. They say, I'm returning this part. I need repair on it. And now what's the part number? They're going to tell you that it's B-100. And then we've sold two of them to them, one under 2023-0 revision number and one under 2023-1 revision number. So now we can go in and determine, well, which one do we think it is? It's going to be one of these two. These could be a year apart, 2 years apart. We don't know. But what we can do is we can drill down to the invoice and chat with them and find out if this is the one. Basically, we're keeping the engineering revision in a user-defined field on the AR invoice. It comes over automatically if I go backwards and look at a sales order for C20,000. We can see that it's in here. This is set up as a Boyum function to automatically, when we're creating the sales order, to bring it in. Now, obviously, when we do a copy to a delivery order or to an invoice, it moves it into the invoice, and then we have the revision information associated with it at that time. Okay, so that is how we can look up engineering revision information, and this is fairly simple report. Again, this is a SQL report. You could modify it with more information. You could make this part of a indented bill of materials as well, and to drill into that. The advantages we probably have in our engineering department, we have what changes were made between this revision and this revision, and now we can go back in and say, here's how we'll repair that part. That's the advantage of it. If you have any more questions about bill of material enhancements, please give me a call, 248-568-0418. You can download the Word document explaining each one of the Boyum functions and how I'm doing each one of those things. Give me a call and we'll send you the XML for those same Boyum functions, or you can just email me, either one. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.